Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Nick Strum, here with Andy Simo. Kevin, unable to join us today, but it's a sad day. It's a bad day. The boys are down. I'll hand it off to Andy for a quick recap of another loss.
Yeah, Kevin is icicles right now. He's lost five in a row. So we'll start with his pick yesterday. Kansas City, Green Bay under 45, missed by one. Brutal. That was a cold game. I don't know how they scored that many points. It was snow, cold, terrible weather, but oh well. That didn't hit. I had Dolphins -7. They absolutely murdered that. So easy hit there. And then Jalen Warren over 2.5 receptions. I know he had one and he had one taken away. I don't know if he got a third though. So
And then the third one, Dick Fingers, straight in the hands, bobbled
just
it,
dropped
dropped it.
it.
So that would have been number three, but
Yeah. So he didn't hit that. So we did not hit yesterday. Yeah, we're just 0 for a lifetime right now. There's really nothing else we can say. It's been tough sledding.
it's been real bad. What are we like one for our last 12 or some
A
bullshit?
lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So, and then for the touchdown prop, Calvin had AJ Brown to score a touchdown. He did not. He had a really nice game. He had like 8 catches for 115 yards, but no TD in there, which is really all we cared about. So,
Very similar to Blake's Josh Downs. He got to about the 1 or 2 yard line, but and a couple red zone targets. What are you gonna do?
yeah, I mean, just bad luck. Just the bad luck keeps coming.
That's
So,
sports gambling for you.
yes, it is. All right, let's move on to picks. Drill -150 or longer. I'll start with Kevin's pick since he's not here. So we have the daily and then the same game. So we'll start with the daily. He's going Iowa, Purdue over 161.5. Iowa scoring 90 points per game, and Purdue is averaging 85 points per game. So Purdue has ED, probably the best player in the country. And Iowa's coming off a game where they scored 103 points. So, based on those numbers, this number should hit pretty easily, but who knows? So Iowa, Purdue, 161.5. And then I'm going to go with hockey. I'm sticking with the ice. I'm going Pittsburgh, Philly, under 6.5 goals. These two teams actually just played each other and this hit in overtime. The Flyers won 4-3, but the last 5 games or the last 4 games before that, Pittsburgh's gone under this number and Philly's gone under this number 3 out of 4 times. So these are 200 teams. They both are great on the PK, horrible on the power play, and they're both averaging goals against per game under 3 and scoring under 3. So all things considered, I think one team's going to score only one goal, and it's going to be like a 3-4 game or 3-1 game.
Don't hate it. That might be our first hockey under of the year.
I think I took another one like a month or 2 months ago. It hit, so there's that. But
We need it. All right, I'm going to basketball. I'm going Pacers Celtics over 239. The number seems high, but it's well known at this point. The Pacers and overs go hand in hand. The Pacers overs are 16-2 this year. They have the highest scoring offense in the league, and they have the worst defense in the league. They're playing the Celtics, who don't hit this number a lot, but the Pacers have hit this number 14 out of 18 games this year. They already played the Celtics and gave up 155 points, and the number went 259. So I think it's going to be high scoring. I think the Celtics are going to score a lot of points. Just need the Pacers to keep it somewhat close. Don't get blown out by 50 again. So
yeah, that's really the key. That's really the key is they just need to keep it within like 15.
So when they played the Celtics earlier this year, it was 155 to 104. So you can still give up a lot of points in the cover. It'll still hit. So
Yeah. All right. Recap the pick. We got Iowa, Purdue over 161.5, -140. Pittsburgh, Philly under 6.5 goals, -122. Celtics, Pacers over 239, -150 comes out to +419. No boost, obviously, because DraftKings, but there is a no sweat bet for the same game parlay, which we'll get into now. Strom, go ahead.
yeah, I'll start with Kevin's. Kevin's going. What is he going? Hold
He's
on.
going Jaguars over 23.5.
So Kevin is going Jaguars over 23.5 points. His reasoning for the Jags is they've hit this number in 5 out of 7, and they should be getting plenty of chances with the Bengals struggles and Browning at QB, which I don't disagree with. I think the game script is going to go towards the Jags. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout like people think, but they scored this in their last 2 games as well. They scored 34 on the Ravens and they scored 30 on the Texans. So they're putting up points. Again, game script should be going towards the Jags. So I like it.
Jacksonville also, or not Jacksonville, the Bengals, second worst run defense in the league. Terrible. Averaging like 130 yards a game. So I think that's really going to help the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I like it. So to go off of that, I'm sticking with the Jags as well. I'm going Trevor Lawrence over 242.5 passing yards. He's only gone over this number in 5 out of 11 games. It scares me a little bit, but he's hitting 2 straight. And the Bengals, as you said, suspect on run. They're also suspect pass defense. They're giving up over 250 yards passing a game. They've allowed quarterbacks to go over this number in 6 straight games. The last quarterback not to hit 242.5 was Josh Dobbs with the Cardinals. So I'm going based on the Bengals defense. I think he gets the number. I think, again, game script should be going towards the Jags. So,
yep. And then I'm actually going with the Bengals pick. I'm going Joe Mixon over 19.5 receiving yards. He's hit this in 5 out of his last 6 games, and he's actually blown by it 3 out of the last 4 with 31, 31, and 44 receiving yards. Since Browning's been the quarterback, he has been one of the top targets. He's going to get 3 to 5 targets, I think, this game. The Bengals really use the screen pretty well. So I think Mixon's he's gonna hit this number.
We love the
We love our receiving backs. Yeah, so I don't know. Joe Mixon, he's known for his hands. He's a good receiver out of the backfield. So, and he's a 3-down back. He's gonna be utilized. So, all right. Recap the pick. Jacksonville over 23.5 points, -142. Joe Mixon over 19.5 receiving yards, -120, and Trevor Lawrence over 242.5, -125, +400. +400. Let's see.
We need it so bad.
I want to double, but I want to double, but I don't that's just asking so much. We just need to hit something.
As Kevin said, it's not even like we're hitting 2 out of 3. We're hitting 1 out of 3 over 3. It's like we need a good night. That's what we need. It's all we need.
Agreed. So fingers crossed, pray to God. Let's hope again.
Come on. One time.